Who was St. Nicholas, or as most people call Santa Claus? Well, he was a real person back in the day. Born in Myra, which is modern-day Turkey, while the Roman Empire was at its height, St. Nicholas became a well-respected Catholic bishop. Only 200 years after his death, a church was constructed in honor of him. So what did he do? He gave his life to the people. Born to well-off parents, Nick gave away his wealth and joined the Catholic Church. Since he was born in the late 200s, many records about his life have been warped or entirely fantastical. He is most well known for several miracles, though. During a famine, a butcher took 3 children, killed them, and tried to sell the meat as ham to people. St. Nicholas is said to have seen the butcher kill the kids and exposed him to the people, who ran him out of town. Nick resurrected the children, and they all went on with their lives, or lived happily ever after, whichever you prefer. This story, despite gruesome, seems to have spread the furthest of all Nick's miracles. Since that is the case, my story this time is based on this story. Today, St. Nicholas is a jolly old rail fellow who wears a red coat, pants, and a red hat. He delivers presents, climbing through people's chimneys, to good kids, and gives coal to the bad children. As most of you know most of this version of Santa Claus, I encourage you to look more into the real-life St. Nicholas. Make new myths, tell a new history, make good art. I hope you enjoy my story. Jingle, jingle ding. Darn hat. Why did humanity have to imagine him with a bell now? Sure, bells are holly, jolly, and happy, and merry, but they can be highly annoying sometimes. Santa Claus moved along the rooftop, leaving his snorting reindeer behind. He looked back. Don't run off on me this time, Rudolph. I'm too old to teleport on a flying, moving target. The lead reindeer snorted harder than the others did at him. Yeah, I know. I will do my best to make it quick. You know how Magic reacts to technology these days, though. It is so temperamental. I don't need another Santa off the streets being arrested because of me. Rudolph snorted in resignation, and Santa nodded at him. He moved towards the chimney once more. Dingle, jingle, jing. Santa reached the chimney and lifted himself up with a groan. He sat down on the edge and reached for his magic, increasing the size of the chimney and the effect of gravity on him, so he would fall lightly. He turned, put his feet in the chimney, and fell, or floated, down, a burlap sack falling behind him. He landed, dusted his bag off, and exited the chimney. Looking around, Santa realized he wouldn't be having a problem with technology. This house was absolutely barren. A sheet on the floor showed that someone liked to sit out here, but nothing else. No tree, no decorations, no furniture, nothing. He could feel the spirit of children in the house, but it was growing fainter with every passing moment. What was going on? He pulled the child's magic towards him and decorated the house with it. A single tree with 2 or 3 ornaments was created. That was all they wanted. This place was really messed up. Normally a house in this country had something when people lived in it, even if it was small. Santa had felt where the children had been last, due to the energy he had collected, so he walked towards it. Jingle, shh! The bells stopped moving at his command, and he walked down the hall and turned towards the door. He reached out his hand and touched the knob. It was cold, deathly cold. He turned the knob and pulled the door open. A wet ironer smell hit him, with a frozen cold as the pressure moved from one room to the next. Blood. He looked down in the sack. No, it wasn't him. His other half was a meticulous cleaner. The saint sucked in as much clean air as he could. using a small piece of magic to filter the remaining air clean. He held that breath and walked down to the stairs, into the basement. Clunk, 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 jingle, sad. The sound of squelching reached his ears as he reached the bottom of the stairs. A single lamp hung above a balding man's head. He was busy at work, chopping up a body. A boy's body. Another pile of meat sat by the man as he worked. At least 2 more kids had been a victim to this starving man. Santa released his breath in surprise and spoke. "What have you done?" The man turned. His face was covered in blood and desperation. "I don't know," he screamed as he spoke. "I needed to survive. They were so nice. I wasn't worthy of them." "So you killed them?" Rage boiled in his heart as he took in the full scope of what this man had done. His physical self became all that stood between this man and the wrath of the universe. "Why did you do this?" The man hugged himself, dropping the knife and crouching. "We had no more food. I haven't had a job in months. No one will hire me. I accidentally crashed a crane at my last job, and everywhere says I'm incapable now, or I'm unqualified. I didn't know what to feel. I couldn't feed them each other, could I?" The man began to sway. "So you were going to eat them yourself?" A small fleck of power escaped his steering wheel, hitting the murderer with his words. The murderer whimpered as a gash appeared on his cheek. "No, I was going to sell them to a deli down the street to prove my worth. They would have passed as ham. I read that humans taste like ham. Then I could have gotten money and started over, somehow. Or I could decorate the house and die in honor of them. I wasn't sure yet. I just need to survive, right? No escape. No escape." His rocking became more violent as the man spoke. Santa felt the power drain, releasing back into the universe. As rage fell at his heart and mercy took its place. He had seen a lot of people these days like this man. Men and women who could not provide for their families. Desperate. They didn't fit in. Or they had made a mistake in their life and couldn't get ahead. Or keep up. It was rough. Santa walked towards the man and put a hand on his shoulder. "I am sorry, my friend. The world is hard sometimes, but maybe you should have asked for help. All I have left is my pride. What would my friends and family think?" Santa looked down at the man and summoned some power. He cleaned the man, giving him new clothes and washing the blood from the room. You would be surprised what people are willing to give when a loved one is in trouble. No one wants to lose someone. St. Nicholas pulled more magic from the universe and whispered a jingling language to it, asking for a favor. It moaned back, its endless vastness focusing in one spot, trying to decide if it should change. Santa felt warmth flowing to the cellar as his wish was granted. Laughter filled the room, and the children were reformed and finding themselves tangled in each other's arms. They had started a tickle fight. Nicholas passed by their father and waved his hand in front of the shell-shocked eyes. The man's eyes lit up as Santa pulled the bad memory from his mind. He would have a job at St. Nicholas's woodworkers when the new year began. Turning the holly jolly fellow walked the stairs, pulling the child's door with him. He used their emotions to change their house, dusting, filling with furniture, Christmas decorations, and presents. A job well done. Santa returned to the chimney and pulled himself up. Thanks for sticking around, Rudolph. A single reindeer remained on the roof. The others had appeared, had grown tired of waiting for a slow old man. Rudolph shrugged and snorted soft, snorted. He had figured it unimportant. It always is. Children are the most needy brats in the world. They deserve whatever they get before I get here. But when I get here, they get to live happily ever after. Santa climbed onto the reindeer, decreasing his weight as he did. The end.